Hello everybody and welcome to our next family introduction video. Today we will be introducing you to someone I love deeply, Micah Andrew Todhunter.
Hey everybody.
So Mike and I sat down, we talked about what do we want to do that would be fun for people to watch, that is very Micah, and we could get to know Micah a bit more. And it had to do with gaming. Why do you think that is?
Because I am a massive gamer.
That's right. So Micah is incredibly talented, gifted, I would say. Dare I say, I'm proud of his gifted gamingness.
Wow.
And he also really enjoys gaming, as we all do in the family, but Micah's next level. So we have to make a game out of everything. We couldn't just show gameplay in the background. So we came up with the greatest achievement hunt challenge in the history of all histories.
All histories.
So this is how it works. What are the rules of the game? Clearly this. Micah has picked 3 different Xbox achievements. Now, achievements, if you don't know, are simply challenges within a game that you kind of get a extra bonus reward for completing. They're usually somewhat challenging, and so we've picked 3 games at random without each other knowing what they are. Mm-hmm. And within those games, we've picked 1 achievement that we want to challenge the other person to try to do. And this is how it will work. Each person gets a chance to attempt to do the achievement. They've got a 10-minute time window in order to achieve it. So they either do it in 10 minutes or they don't. Each person will get a turn to try to do it. And if both people get the achievement, hooray, we're wonderful. Woo. But whoever did it faster wins. And if neither of us do, boo.
Oh, we suck.
We're terrible. But that's okay. Now, to make it a little more interesting, Mike and I agreed to put a little money on it. Mm-hmm. So, whoever wins the achievement earns $5 from the other contestant. So, 6 different challenges, 3 for Micah, 3 for me. I think I'm going to make some money.
I concur.
You concur that I'm going to make money?
Yeah, I think
I really doubt this. He's much better than I am. So, anyways, with that, before we get started, Micah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 15. My name's Micah, and I like playing video games.
That's it.
That's.
Anything else about you?
I like pizza.
Delightful. All right, I'm gonna have more questions for Micah throughout the gameplay, so you'll get to know him a little bit better. But with that, let's get to the actual gameplay. All right, Micah gets to start us off. Now, we played this a couple weeks ago, and we're going to talk through what happened here. Micah started us off with a achievement from one of his favorite games. What'd you choose?
Rocket League.
All right, so tell us what the achievement is.
So, achievement is called Singles Club, and the goal is to win a 1v1 game.
All right, so Micah goes first. And he starts off, and I'm not feeling good right away because Micah's quite good at this game. He's much better at this game than I am, right? And so I made a prediction as he was playing this, and I said, man, if you super outplay this guy, he may just feel bad about himself and quit, right? And if you do that, you get the automatic win without even having to play the whole match. So Micah goes out right here, gets an initial first basket pretty easily on the guy, and then watch what happens. Did you know this was going to happen?
No. I could tell this guy was kind of new because he wasn't very good at moving around.
Mm-hmm. When you did that one where he embarrassingly just misses the block, and then you easily hit it for a score, I'm like, I don't think this is going to be good.
Yeah.
And look at that.
Poor brutal 2K.
He forfeits. Micah immediately gets singles club. And with that, like, just... Oh, I mean, how far in were you? Like a minute or something?
Like a minute and a half, I think.
He gets the achievement in like a minute and a half from when we started. And I'm not good at this game. So I'm like, I can't even play a game and beat somebody and win. I've got to somehow like humiliate my opponent.
This is you.
Okay, so this is me. I started out pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I
Got a goal in the first minute.
got a goal right away. But then I start to just embarrass myself, right? I do that weird thing.
The weird thing.
I start missing. I forgot because it's been so long since I played this game.
Oh, this guy scores on himself.
Oh man, he scores on himself. So I'm thinking, okay, that's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah,
maybe he quits.
He's persistent though.
Yeah. What was his name? We should honor him.
I have no idea.
Let's read it. What is it? Ace Bubba for life.
Wow.
Ace Bubba for life has
nice pop up.
Has more self pride and
and didn't quit.
So at this point, I've already lost. And then he scores on me, and I'm like, he's definitely not quitting now.
Yeah.
And this is just how things go. It's really sad.
But might as well, like, get the achievement stuff.
Sure.
So we keep going.
Well, if I can get the achievement, I have to beat the guy. Look at that. All right, so we cut out a whole bunch of super embarrassing, terrible Rocket League gameplay in order to show you that 10 seconds left, I'm up 6-3.
Pretty good.
That's not because I'm good. It's because he was also really bad. And we go the entire length of time. I win 6-3. I pop the achievement. Hooray.
Ooh.
But clearly that took so much longer than you. Therefore, I lose, and you win your first $5.
Oh, yeah.
So, I got a bunch of other achievements. Now, just so you guys know, both of us had a lot of these achievements already. So we did go ahead and just create some new gamer tags to play on. So, thus the Challenge Jake and Challenge Micah name. So you could kind of see who we are playing as. But anyways, I choose my first game, which I'm really excited about, and that is Cuphead.
Yeah.
So Cuphead, the achievement that I chose for my first game was called Perfect Run. And it clearly is pretty easy. It's completing a level without getting hit once. Seems pretty easy. Except for any of you who've never played Cuphead, what you need to know is this game is made to be punishingly difficult.
Yes.
They make it so you die a lot, and so this was not going to be an easy challenge. I want to say, like, even on my main account, this took me a while to actually get through a level without getting hit one time. So anyways, this is my attempt at it, and I think you kind of got a leg up on this guy.
Yeah, me too.
Because I got to play through the level a bunch of times, and Micah got to watch and kind of memorize what was happening and figure out his game plan of how he was going to beat it. But we'll see what happens. In the meantime, while you watch some deliciously punishing Cuphead gameplay, let's learn a little bit more about Micah. So Micah, you beat me on Rocket League. All right. So, Micah, I've got my first question so people can get to know you. Why don't you share with us, I think this is always a good question for people, what is one of your biggest pet peeves.
Biggest pet peeves. I hate it when my socks get wet and when people have long nails. That bugs me.
When do both of those things have to happen to bug you? So
No, just when those are two separate things.
I really like the idea that you're okay if your socks get wet as long as people don't have long nails. All right. So both of those things. So socks getting wet and when people have like fingernails or toenails fingernails. So they have like super. What if they're like clean and everything, or ladies have long nails?
Ladies is more acceptable, but if they're like really long, it still bugs me.
Okay. All right. So back to some really sad gameplay. I just got really far and then forgot how to do like the dash in the air thing to get across that gap, which is just so sad. And then I start getting salty and I just start like dying really early on in the level. And the tricky thing about all of this is that it's just one hit, which is so easy to do, to just have one little thing hit you as they're all flying around you. And this is the first level. So this is like a very easy one to try to do it on comparatively in this game. See, and then I was like, oh yeah, I can do that air dash thing. I forgot about that. And I'm like, all right, I've got this. Oh no, I get hit by the purple ball of death. So sadly, I lose, and Micah's now on his first try. And you'll notice he does this thing with those pink things, where he remembered that you can parry them, which means you can jump up and hit them before they hit you. And look at this. He gets all the way to like this kind of end boss, way farther than I did. On his first try.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, you did get to watch the level.
I had a big advantage, knowing exactly where everything was up until that point.
But, see, you remembered, and thanks for giving me the heads up, that you could parry and stuff. Because I had completely forgotten.
Oops.
Look at that. Look how helpful those parries are. And then Micah's also smart, and you'll notice that he passes up some of those gold coins. Because he realizes this has nothing to do with like completing the level or like doing really good on the level or getting the extra bonus things. It's just about finishing it without dying. And so he starts blowing through some of this, where I just am such a completionist that it was hard for me to like pass up the coins. I just wanted to get them so bad.
Yeah.
Look at him. Oh, I'll just go ahead and shoot this thing. Blah, blah, blah. Tough. That was skills.
Oh.
For the first time.
This got really lucky. I'm really surprised I didn't hit there.
That was pretty lucky. Final run. Look at this guy go. He makes it through on, I think that was just your second or third try, right? Third. Unlocking the achievement and winning himself another $5.
Oh, yeah.
You little stinker.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Straight into it.
So we go straight into a game of Apex Legends.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about this. You chose what achievement?
My achievement is called Kill Leader, and basically the point is to get Kill Leader. So basically what that is in this game is the entire lobby of 60 people, you have to have the most kills, and the minimum you can have is at least 3. So we're trying to go off the bat and kill 3 people before anyone else can, basically.
Mm-hmm. And you can get kill leader by actually just being like the best person on the map
Yeah.
at any given time without being the first to get 3 kills. But it's really tough.
Yeah, it's a lot harder.
So, you know the strategy, and you went first, so you did tell me the strategy, right?
Yeah, you can see me die here.
It didn't go well.
No, I did not.
Now, let's share something else, and you can watch Micah trying over and over again. But I've never played this game before we did this challenge.
Yeah.
Right? So I'd never played it at all. Now, I do know first-person shooters, so at least I can figure out the controls a little bit and whatnot.
And
but,
he played the tutorial, so it's like something.
Yeah,
So he knows like the basics.
Basics of controls and whatnot. But having never played it, I was not optimistic to be able to be the first person to get 3 eliminations.
Yeah.
So you go on, you die. It took way longer than you wanted.
Way longer.
And the thing about this game that we found out was, unless you got lucky, this is one of those games like Fortnite.
Yeah.
That is a battle royale kind of survival game, right?
Yeah.
So people drop in. There's a lot of players on the map, but the maps are huge.
Very big.
And so, so Micah ends up doing a lot better than I do. But before we get into the final decision maker on this, let's find out a little more about Micah.
Sweet.
All right, so you told me pet peeves. Tell everybody, what are 3 things in life that you love?
3 things I love.
I didn't prep him with any of these questions, so he's just got to come up with it.
In life. Family.
Okay, your family. It's good.
Like passion for like a game or a specific talent.
Okay.
And hot shower.
A hot shower. The things that you're passionate about.
Yes.
That's pretty broad. That's basically like, I love things that I love.
No,
right.
Like the love for the things that you love.
Okay. Technicality.
Kind of different.
Okay. Good. So, this is Micah finishing it out, and
we're getting really down to the wire here.
We are. He's running really close to the end of his time frame, where basically he's got like a minute left, and he's just trying to get kills. And he actually pulls out, look how almost dead you are.
I got 2.
And you just got 2, and you're like, he's like, I think I might be able to do it. Nobody else had gotten 3. And so
I'm just running around.
And he's like, I saw another guy. All I've got to do is get this guy.
But all they're focused on is running away. They don't want to fight because they don't have a weapon yet.
Right. And they're trying to survive. And he's just trying to find them before he runs out of time.
So I'm not picking up anything or healing.
He's like, here he is.
It's so rough.
He's running.
I have 1 health.
Oh my goodness. So funny. You don't know where he went.
He's just hiding.
You're sliding around. Just frantically trying to do it. There's a guy. No.
Oh.
And with that, Micah loses and runs out of time. All right, so this is me.
Yeah.
And this is a ways into my gameplay where I actually had found a person.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, getting this far, I had run around for 5 straight minutes.
Probably more, 10.
I was getting close to the end of my time on a single map, And all I did was run around trying to find anyone and didn't see a human person.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm like, just wanting them to finish me off so I might be able to get one more try in with another round.
But she was able to get another try. But, like, he ran around for a long time. Like, his teammates that he left on the edge of the map found people before him.
Yep. And so it does say challenge Micah, but we ended up just being on the same account with this because Micah didn't end up getting the achievement. So we're like, well, it'll work out.
Yeah.
So don't get confused by this. This was my gameplay, which is just sad. And we'll cut into how it ends up in a little bit. So this is getting close to the end of my time frame.
Yes.
And I had landed. This is my second attempt. And I'm like, tried a different strategy of staying with my teammate. I'm like, okay, he's been down. That means someone's here. Okay, I'll grenade him. Oh, wait.
He doesn't have a gun yet.
I don't have a gun, so I'm like, I guess I'll just punch the guy. But I was just desperate at this point. I'm like, honestly, I just need to try to get some elimination.
He gets a gun, a pistol.
Gets a pistol. Don't even see who's shooting at me. Die. The end.
Teammate shot them, though. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, but that's not helpful to me.
Not really.
I'm bleeding out. And all my hopes are lost. And with that, I also lose this challenge.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Leave match. Alright guys, while you get to watch some more highlights of my terrible gameplay of the first time in Apex Legend, let's go ahead and ask another question about Micah before we get into our next challenge. So Micah, we found out things you love. We found out things that are pet peeves. So my next question is, what are you great at? Name 2 things that you're great at and 2 things that you are not good at.
I'm great at video games, in my opinion. I am good at keeping track of time. I am not so good at short-term memory. And doing my homework anytime other than the night before.
Okay. So you're a procrastinator.
Yeah.
But you can keep track of time.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so we're into our Peggle gameplay. Peggle 2 is this game that I love so much. If you haven't played it and you have an Xbox, it's a couple dollars. You need to have this game. It's super fun, and anyone can play it. My second challenge was called Ultra Extreme Fever on this game. And what it meant was that you cleared all the pegs in a single level. Now, when we start out, you have 10 balls in order to do it. And if you hit all the orange ones, you end the level, but you don't win the challenge, which is to clear both the blue and the orange.
Yes.
So as you can see, my first attempt was a loss. I did pretty well, but I left some blue pegs on the screen. So I'm trying a second time. The goal is to clear everything. You still only have 10 balls to do it, but you need to leave like the orange ones that finish the level till the very end. So started out pretty good, started clearing this stuff out, and as you can see, if you gain enough points on a single ball, you can get another ball. So and what's even better is I got that achievement there. we're clearing all the pegs in a level.
All the orange pegs.
All the orange pegs, which wasn't the challenge. That was just like basically beating it for the first time. Now that cup on the bottom that's going back and forth, if your ball ends up in there, you basically get it back. If it goes down anywhere else, you lose a ball. So I'm at 7 balls here, and I'm clearing more out, but I missed the thing, so now I only have 6 balls left. Now, one thing that I loved about this attempt was I had those orange pegs in the top right.
Yeah. And
that means it was easy to not accidentally hit them and clear the level on accident. Which just left me with trying to get rid of all these blue ones.
I did not.
Which I was doing very poorly. You see that? It's just bouncing, getting a couple of them, and then it's ending up going down.
Yeah.
So now I'm down to 3 balls left. Still a lot of blue to clear out, but this is where my skills start coming into play.
Oh yeah.
Right?
The comeback.
You can just edge these balls through. Ooh, that was painful. You can edge the balls through, and as long as you time it where it can also go into the bucket, then you keep the number of balls even though you're only clearing 1 blue at a time. So I'm like, I've got time. I need to make this work. So little by little, I'm just wanting to edge it off of the blue peg like that. Boom. Still 2 balls left. Now this one's trickier because you got to time it. Time the bounce. Bingo.
Wow, skills.
Time it. Cleared 2. Free ball. Still have 2 balls left. That was where I got really scared. Because at this point I'm like, what do I do? Do I finish and hope to hit the blue one? Or do I hit the blue one
and secure the achievement
and get it into the bucket? The risk is I miss the bucket and I lose this whole round.
And a lot of time.
So it's like, okay, safely just start edging it like I did the other one. Closer and closer. Because I don't want to hit it too much and make it bounce.
This is a lot.
It's a lot.
Suspense.
Oh my gosh, can I do it? Oh, skills. Last ball. 2 orange. Bounce. Ultra Extreme Fever!
Yeah. Fantastic.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. And the achievement pop. Where is it? Boom! Yeah.
Wait, that's not it.
Oh, no. It's not it.
I think it's this.
I think I got like 4 achievements for doing this.
Yeah.
Different ones.
This is a different
That's Ace. That's a different one as well.
You beat your previous score. There
Ultra
it is.
Extreme Fever. There it is.
Woo.
So I cleared it, and really with a pretty decent time.
Yes, actually.
So let's see how Micah does. All right, so Micah, you get going. How are you feeling at this point?
At this point, feeling like I can do this. But Peggle is one of my weak points. Not specifically because of the angles, but as you can see with a lot of these challenges, I tend to rush things a lot. So I try to rush this process, which doesn't end up going well. But I thought I did pretty good here until I hit too many orange ones. and I realized I was in trouble.
Yeah, and unlike the one that I did, you had this one orange one in the top right that was isolated, and I'm like, okay, he can keep himself from hitting that on accident, because you can like overshoot and get the blue one away from it or whatever. But then you make like a pretty critical mistake, and you clear that orange one out.
Yeah, I think I do.
Or you cleared all but that one.
I think I bounced there.
Now, not too bad. I mean, look at that. First try, you've got 2 balls left. But see, this is where you like rushed it a bit. Oh, you didn't. Excellent shot.
I think I tried to get. Well, I don't know.
You just rushed this shot? No, that was decent. But now you only have 1 ball left. You got to hit 2 blues and that orange. And that's just how they're lined up. It's just hard.
Yeah. Just
swing and a
a
miss.
little too much. Honestly, better than I thought I did.
All right, so Micah gets down to his final attempt. He had messed it up on 2 other level attempts, and this is his final one. He knows he's running out of time. He's got to somehow clear this whole thing.
Yeah.
And what are you thinking at this point?
I think I knew I had less time than you, so I started getting a little mad as game tilted.
Oh, I see.
That's why I was like wasting ones like that.
You were super rushing it.
I wasn't happy.
Not doing good.
Like those.
Those You're ones. Like, wow, I've got like 1,000 pegs left.
Because the last couple of times I got pretty close, but
right.
I messed it up at the last.
Yeah, and now you've got 3 balls left and like 100 pegs left.
So yeah.
All right, so before, so spoilers, Micah doesn't do it, and for the first time, I get to delight in telling him he owes me $5.
Thanks.
Congratulations to me, I win. So with that, I will ask you another question about yourself before we get into our final 2 achievements. Micah, what is your favorite ice cream flavor, and what is your favorite beverage?
Dang. My favorite ice cream flavor right now, I think, is Superman. Because that's like the last one I had.
Superman?
Yeah, it's like a fancy ice cream, like an actual ice cream shop.
What is it?
It's like rainbow sherbet.
Oh.
Sherbet, basically.
Okay. Is it sherbet or is it actually ice cream?
It's ice cream. I don't know. It's like the equivalent of that.
Oh man, I used to love this actual rainbow ice cream that wasn't a sherbet, and it was like, I don't know, it tasted like ice cream, like Fruity Pebbles or something. It was so good.
It was the equivalent of that, basically.
Oh.
Something like that.
Okay, so that wasn't your last try. I think this was, but you didn't have time.
Yeah, I know I lost. Last one I had a chance. But...
You knew at this point that you couldn't. Okay, so what is your what's your favorite beverage?
My favorite beverage, I like root beer.
Root beer.
Probably.
Okay.
I can't think of any other ones I like more than that, so I'll go with that.
So any specific kind of root beer? Like, is it Barks, Mug?
Oh, Mug.
A&W, sure. What?
Mug.
Mug. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like Mug, because Barks has bite. If you remember the commercial, which means it has caffeine in it, and Mug doesn't. So good caffeineless. All right, so we're on to our final achievements. Now, neither of us told each other what achievement we were going to go for, or like what achievements we were gonna do. But we both knew in our hearts that we would each pick at least one achievement from Overwatch.
Yeah.
Overwatch is at this point right now my favorite game. I play it the most.
I agree. It's my favorite game also.
And so we enjoy playing this together. Micah, tell us what your achievement was for Overwatch that you chose.
My achievement for Overwatch is called Death from Above, and it's kill 4 enemies in a row without touching the ground as Pharah. And basically, Pharah is like the one and only character that can fly in this game, so that's who we're playing as.
And just not touching the ground is actually pretty challenging, at least for me. You have to like really have skill in order to manage your flight so that you don't end up touching. And so to be able to achieve the eliminations while not touching the ground is really tough. So that was a little skirmish before the real game started. And here is Micah's first attempt on Death from Above. Let's see how you do. Now, would you consider Pharah one of your main characters?
Yes, actually. At one point, I played her only played her for like a whole week. That's all I did.
Uh-huh.
And I have a golden gun for her on my main account.
You do, yeah. So was that one of your strategies, was to pick a character that you were really good at that you knew maybe I wasn't?
I picked one that I was really good at, that I think I could do the challenge, but then I didn't realize until after that you that you weren't so good at managing boost control.
Yeah.
Yeah. I play Claw, so it's a lot easier to aim and do it at the same time.
So people have no idea what you're talking about. You play Claw, so you might want to explain that.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Now, this was bad news that they had a... So you'll notice it looks like he's jumping off the ground, but actually Micah's getting close to the ground, like that garbage, and then boosting at the last second. That stuff is ridiculous.
I do end up dying here.
Yeah, but the bad news was that that guy that has the arrows, his name's Hanzo, and Hanzo's one of those characters that's pretty good at shooting a Pharah out of the sky, and so is McCree.
Yeah, McCree's.
And McCree looks like that cowboy guy, and he shoots a pistol. Not every character is very good against Pharah because she's up in the sky, and a lot of times they can't reach her. But you were in a position here where
McCree's
McCree just was tagging you out of the sky.
Yeah.
So you can see he's got decent aim there.
Good aim.
To be able to two-shot you. That last shot was a headshot to be able to take you out like that. So it wasn't good news. I'm like, all right, he's good at the boost control and the flying control, but he's got to go against some pretty rough characters that are good at killing Pharahs.
Yeah, this McCree had it out.
So look at that. One health. You somehow got away. But you had to try to get health, and at that point you had to touch in order to do it. So it's, at this point you still have to get 3 kills.
We ended up trading right here. We both killed each other.
Yep. Tough. And I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good at this point.
I'm scared because this McCree's getting me.
Yeah. Yeah, the McCree is pretty decent. The Hanzo was, can be trouble, but this Hanzo wasn't very good. He wasn't giving you much trouble.
Yeah.
All right, so you're floating. Now, here's the thing. You see that thing next to the Y that shows those rockets? That's his ultimate, which means, look at you. You just got... So
singled out
and shot out of the sky by the McCree. But you've got your ultimate, which is a barrage of missiles. Now, if you can get yourself in the right position,
or even on the point in time,
you can use the ultimate, and it's pretty powerful and can kill a few people. So this is where you drop behind, you do your ultimate, you get one, you get another. Now you just have to finish it off before you touch, and
I need to get
that mercy.
and
Oh, did you need to get 4?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, so you kill the mercy, and then that's just game sense to know that the Widowmaker was up there in that room.
And there it is.
And there it is. And you actually got a 5th, too. You're just showing off. So there it is. Micah, pretty easily, first map. Few tries, few deaths or whatever, but you pretty easily get it. And now it's my turn. Okay, so I start out, not strong. I came right out of the gate and, got sniped out of the air, before I could even really hit someone. Mm. And then as Pharah, I've got a Genji who knows how to, deflect things back to me, which is not good news for me. And a
Torbjorn with a turret.
Oh, yeah, which is awful, because it takes no skill. It automatically targets you. And at this point, I'm like, my whole strategy was, I know I'm bad at management, and so I'm like, as much damage as I can put in, I want to build up my ultimate as quickly as possible. Yeah. So maybe I can just get behind a whole group of them and in one barrage get them all. That was my whole thing. I'm like, I'm not even going to try to do it.
That's what bugged me, because I'm like, if you just hovered over the floor a little bit, you could have kept
But I was out of rocket fuel. Look how quickly that Genji had his ultimate.
Yeah. Right.
Look, he just wiped 3 people out with it.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
And Moira's also a terrible person. So that was it.
Yeah.
Over and over I tried, and I just didn't succeed. So this is where we switch. Same game, Overwatch. We switch to our last and final achievement, one that I think that we can get, which is Reinhardt's achievement.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That was so awful. So this is me trying it. It's Storm, Earth, and Fire. And the idea is, you see where I threw that fire out right there? That's called a fire strike. And so for this achievement, you have to land his fire strike and charge on somebody after you've done the ultimate, which is called Earth Shatter.
Yeah.
Okay? So you've got to do all 3 of those things on somebody. Now, what you just witnessed right there was me sneaking up behind somebody, having my ultimate, slamming them, throwing my fire strike and hitting them, and then charging for success. And the Lucio comes out of nowhere and boops me out of the way, so I can't do it. And
so close.
And so I spend all my time on that match and have to try on another map.
The sad thing was he got his ult again, but then his teammates won the game for him. So he couldn't do it.
The tricky thing about this was, it was going to take some amount of time to, you have to play for a bit to build up your ultimate.
Time spent.
Yeah, is really difficult before you even have a chance to do the achievement.
Yeah, you can't do it.
So at this point, I'm like, okay, I still think I can do it.
Yeah.
My problem is, it's going to take a while. So at this point, the start of the map, we had stopped the timer.
Yep. You start it once the doors opened.
And so, now Reinhardt is a tank character, and I play main tank. So he's someone I am pretty decent with, have experience, and I definitely know how to do this combo.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, okay, I just got to build up enough ultimate as quickly as possible, And then I'm like, pretty sure I'm going to be able to get this. I mean, look how quickly I get 10% of my ultimate there, just right out of the doors. And then I help kill this girl. I'm up to 20%. I'm like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah. And what you missed was another clip that we weren't able to get in here. But it's where he does so well. He goes up to their spawn doors and he kills them so many times over, and he gets his ultimate that they quit. They quit the game, and the game ended because there wasn't enough.
Yeah, you remember that first game called Rocket League where you won because the guy quit?
Yeah. Well, he lost.
I lost because of it. It's awful. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. I was just like beating them up, and they were so discouraged.
They didn't know what to do, so they left.
Now this, like, I think he kills me, but I get a whole lot of ultimate off of that.
Smacking him around.
So I just needed. Typically, I wouldn't be so hyper aggressive as Reinhardt, but I knew I couldn't wait for my team, and didn't want to just stand on the cart. The objective really is to move this car along to the end of the map at this point. Yeah. But for me, my objective was just get enough damage into these people as I can.
So you can get the
so I can get my achievement.
And that sweet cash.
So really aggressive here. But I get a good kill here, a good fire strike, another kill. And now I'm at 92%. So I knew I'm pretty close. And we still had a distance. Watch. I kill her. I've got it. Right? So I'm like, we still have a while before we push the cart all the way up to where it needs to be. And so I go up here, which is a flank position.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah. Boom. My diva gets a 3 kill and wipes their whole team. So I've got no one to drop down and do this on. So I'm like, no.
Game is good because like that's impressive.
Yeah, no, impressive. Not helping me.
Not helpful at all.
I'm just looking for someone to use this on. She's using her ult, and that Bastion had his ult. I'm like, I'm not risking doing the hammer and then dying.
Correct.
So I had to be safe at this point and just wait until I had like a good opportunity.
With no teammates around.
I'm like, oh, there's a single guy. Slam, fire strike.
And there it was.
And there was. And the pin. So he's got a lot of life. Typically, that's going to kill anyone.
Yeah.
But he just fully healed. So I finally got it. It took me much longer than I thought it was going to.
And there it is.
And there it is. So I think I celebratory launched myself off of a cliff. Yay! All right, now it's your turn. All right, so you're on Reinhardt. First map, Volskaya, which is actually a really good, and you're on defense. So this actually gives you a really good opportunity because there's this tight choke point that they have to move through.
Yes.
And so as Reinhardt, this is actually a really good map to be able to get a large amount of damage and aggression in right off the bat.
Correct.
Because it's just right outside of their spawn doors. They have to move to you. Look, you got a fire strike right away. That fire strike got you 17% to your ultimate.
Yeah.
Another one, you're at 33%, just like that. And you actually have a healer that's healing you. They can't move past you, so they just have to move in for more damage.
They did.
You got another fire strike.
Failed that charge really bad.
Yeah, bad fail.
Terrible.
just hope and a prayer at that point. But you got heals, which is nice.
She broke down. And at this point, I could see that our team was like...
Your team was wiping them out.
Doing well. So I moved up all the way to their spawn.
Now, this is what I did. This was a risk. This is what I did.
It's a little cheeky.
Look at this. Look at that pin. That's just mean. But, see, that's the type of stuff I was doing on that one map.
I was able to beat up this diva.
Yeah, how in the world? Charge. But I did that, and then they got discouraged and quit. So that was a risk. But it worked out because you end up dying once, and you're at 96%, like, just starting out. Which means by the time you get back to them, you're going to have your ultimate ready.
Yes.
So, can you do it, though? That's the question.
Yes, that's the question.
Now, you play a good amount of Reinhardt as well.
Yeah, a decent amount.
So you know what you're doing. It's not like me on Farah.
Yeah.
All right. So you come in here, finish someone off.
You're
looking for the right moment.
Yeah. My teammates were actually doing well, so I felt like they're going to kill them if I wasted it.
He likely would have died right there had you
I didn't want to do on her. She's too squishy.
Uh-huh.
She jumped off the edge. And our Mercy did too. What the heck?
Oh, there's the slam. There's all three of them just like that.
There it is.
So, I mean, that took some intelligence because you had opportunity to have messed that up.
Yes.
So I'll give you props. But with that, you get the achievement. It pops for you. You're just feeling great about yourself. Yeah, it took so long to come up.
I was scared.
You were scared that somehow it didn't count. And so you're like, do I need to go back to the drawing board? But it does eventually pop for you.
I'd gotten 50 back by that point.
I know, it's crazy. But that means at the end of the day, there it is. At the end of the day, 6 different challenges, 3 apiece. Micah wins 4.
Yes.
You win yourself $20. Celebratory jump into the water. You win yourself $20 from Dad. I win 1. So you owe me 5, aka I owe you 15.
Yep.
And then neither of us get that 6 achievement on Apex, which was a waste of our life. But it was a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
challenging.
This video is going to be a lot shorter than what we played. Overall, our whole gameplay was 2 hours and 45 minutes or 48 minutes or something.
All right.
But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing with you. And you stomping the heck out of me. I kind of knew it was going to happen. I called it in the beginning. But I'm proud of you. You're really good at that. I'm glad that you enjoy that and we can do those things together. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give you 45 seconds on my go to tell everybody as many things about yourself as you can in 45 seconds. Okay?
All right.
Anything that people might not know, things that you like, whatever. You got 45 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
I'm homeschooled. My favorite color is green. I have over 200 wins on Fortnite. I sing in a choir. I'm a Christian. I have 8 siblings. Let's see. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I enjoy fruit.
That's my favorite. And I'm going to end you right there. I'm going to end you right there. What a wonderful way to end our video. He enjoys fruit, everyone.
Thank you.
But yeah, I just want to say, Micah, I love you so much. I'm proud of the man that you're becoming. I love that you enjoy video games because I grew up playing them with my brothers. And to be able to do that with you is a lot of fun. I will contest that you're better now than I am, but at one point you weren't.
At one point it wasn't.
And I was okay training you to defeat your,
Brother.
your master. You were my Padawan, and now you're the master. I'll give you that. And with that, we'll end it. Any last words?
Click that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And turn on post notifications.
I love that. It is important. We do love making these videos, but we'd love for you to know when they're coming up, and we'll keep making fun ones for you. Layla's video that we're going to do is super artistic and fun. I can't wait to introduce you to Layla, our first daughter, and tell you more about her. But with this, we'll sign out. Family Real-Time Strategy. Glad that you were with us. We'll see you next time.